Look around you. See how the people brighten the streets with their very presence. It is good to have this place inhabited once again. King Dinar and Varnus have begun to rally the troops. They have called for a council to meet here in the Hollow City. There are decisions to be made, plans to draw up. The time for war fast approaches, and we need to be ready. I sense other lights trapped in the darkness. Their exact locations are hidden from me, but I can hear their desperate pleas for help. You must choose. Will you seek out more allies, or will you allow the War Council to begin? You shall find the Ayleid King and the Mage inside the cathedral. They await your arrival. Once you enter the cathedral, the preparations for the final assault to save Nirn will begin.
Welcome, friend. We need to discuss the preparations for the coming assault, but I wanted to wait until you arrived. Do you have any questions before we begin? We need to end the plane meld before Nirn is destroyed. To do that, we must deal with the planar vortex. To reach the vortex, we need to cross the chasm and get through whatever defenses the Dark Lord throws at us. I fear battle is inevitable. Well said, friend. Please, hold your questions until everyone who wants to has had an opportunity to speak. After that, we can debate the details as you see fit. Attention, please. I have called you all here because the moment of destiny fast approaches. The great shackle has been destroyed, but not before a planar vortex was established. We must destroy this vortex before it sucks the very essences of Nirn into Coldharbour. The Fighters' Guild shall deal with the chasm's defenders. But blades have little power against magic.
And that's where my mages come in. Our scouts report that some kind of magical fixtures block access to the path across the chasm. Mages there already work on a way to overcome these fixtures, and we are prepared to lend our strength when the main force arrives.
A sound plan. Plays to our unique strengths. But this one wonders, what if the mages can't overcome Molag Barl's magic?
What a ridiculous question! Of course my mages can overcome this magic!
Ah, magic, the solution to all life's problems. I love magic, it's so magical.
I have absolute confidence in Vanus and his mages.
Thank you, your lordship. But to be honest with you, I'm not feeling as confident as Vanus about this.
We shall fight with all our strength. There is no other option. Lives will be lost, but hopefully a world will be saved. Know that the chasm is only the first stage of this battle. The planar vortex abides within the very heart of Molag Bal's lair.
Oh, this just gets better and better.
Darian, mind your tongue.
Darian only seeks to lighten a tense situation. Still, we have to try. To do nothing is to doom Tamriel to certain destruction.
Well, when you put it that way, there are a lot of lovely ladies that need to be saved.
Yes, well, be that as it may. We launch our assault on the chasm immediately. The king needs to talk to the champion, and I must discuss some final details with the mages. The rest of you have your own preparations to see to, I'm sure.
It is settled. We shall cross the chasm and make our way to the planar vortex at the heart of Molag Bal's realm. Now that you know the plan, I have a special request to make of you. This mission needs a leader. I want you to lead the assault across the chasm. We have asked so much of you, and you have already accomplished the impossible. But you are one of a very small few that I would trust with this task. I knew we could count on you. You have never disappointed me. But there is so much left to do if we are going to win this war. Still, with you leading the charge, we have an excellent chance to end the plane meld and save our world. With the combined forces of the Fighters' Guild and the Mages' Guild, we must take the battle to Molag Bal and reach the portal to the planar vortex. It all starts at the chasm. Scouts are already in place, gathering information ahead of your arrival. It is a narrow, well-defended span of rock, swarming with Daedra and dominated by a gatehouse that blocks the way into Molag Bal's personal domain. Cadwell knows the region. He's a strange fellow, but I trust him. He's waiting for you at the chasm.
Well, this has my knickers in a twist. We have a perfectly fine army, but what good is it sitting around this side of the chasm twiddling its collective thumbs? It's rather embarrassing, if truth be told. The situation? We're well and truly flummoxed. Before we could cross the chasm, before we could confront Molog Gunda, we were stopped by a few irksome focus stones. The wee ginger mage says we need to break the stones, but good luck with that. Nothing other than the multitude of Dremora sitting on top of them. I could handle this myself, but I didn't want to make the rest of the troops sad by showing off my awesome battle skills. But you, on the other hand, they're used to that from you.
Darian has rushed on ahead as usual. I shall
Good show! The portal belongs to us now. Sir Darian and that lovely lizard have gone on ahead. I think he might be a bit intimidated by our prowess on the field of battle, and he's trying to compensate. Gunda's a cheeky one, and she knows we're getting close. She's summoning reinforcements faster than Darian can kill them. You'd best get to it.
Denthis, Dethys, you two guard the portal. Tell anyone coming through to push ahead. The source of the reinforcements must be cut off. I'll scout on ahead. We need to know what we're going to face at that gatehouse.
creatures do not frighten me. Let us close this portal. The portal is closed. We make a most effective team, my friend.
Watch and learn, my friend. Watch and learn. Let me show you how to close a Daedrin's portal.
I think our friend... Right, we control... I can't wait...
Molag Grunder has to know we're coming. The chasm is nearly ours.
There's a trick to getting into the gatehouse proper, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it is. Not to worry, though. I'm sure it will come back to me. Ah, of course. I remember now. There's a fly button in each of the side panels. Ah, it's all coming back to me. There's a lever across the chamber. Just give it a good What an impressive door. Look at that craftsmanship. Remarkable. Grunder always had... See, I knew that would work. A word of advice. Guard your pluckable. Grunder enjoys plucking out eyes, spleens...
You wingless mortal fool! I'll feast on your flesh after my little pet rips it from your bones! You killed my darling creature! I'll tear out your hearts and serve them to my father on a silver platter!
That was disappointing. Hardly worked up a sweat.
Well done! With Moloch Grunda defeated, the entirety of the chasm is under control. While you were lollygagging, we secured the area. You did well, my friend. Thanks to your efforts, we control the chasm and can freely move troops between the Hollow City and the front lines. Take a moment to collect your thoughts, then come see me again. This gauntlet we must run is far from over. As soon as you're ready, we have another mission that could use your unique approach. Vampires. The region beyond is crawling with them. Worse, anyone we send in there is turned into one of the foul monsters. And do you see the structure that looms on the horizon? I believe that's one of Molag Bal's infamous harvest hearts. Eager and confident. I like that. I need you to collect blood from the vampires. It's an integral component in the pacification ritual I will perform. Use the blood to mark their lairs. I'll meet you near the heart when you're finished. What are you still doing here? The vampires won't bleed themselves, you know. I have my preparations to deal with, and you have yours. The first step is to make sure the ritual targets the correct creatures. Marking the vampires' lairs with their own blood will guarantee this. In the most expedient manner possible, the ritual unleashes a magic that tracks down the blood and targets the creatures connected to it. Then the vampires will become mindless beasts, no longer capable of posing any threat. I've been developing this ritual for years, but I've never had the chance to test it until now. If this works, it could be a major breakthrough against vampirism. I've read accounts of these foul artifacts. Molag Bal uses them to enslave large communities and to empower specific parts of his divine portfolio. In this case, I believe the heart is greatly increasing the rate at which the vampirism spreads. Not easily, but that's where my ritual comes in. By the time I finish casting it, the heart will be no more, and the vampires will no longer pose a threat to our forces.
sure the elf has tasked you with. Subjecting my people to this danger. Do not do this. I implore you, my children are not evil. Doing. Molag Bal is the enemy here, not my children.
Foul temptress! I'll hear no more of your lies!
Such a stubborn elf. Perhaps your companion will be more willing to listen to reason. I hope that you'll prove to be more reasonable than your companion. My offer makes perfect sense, considering the alternatives. The ritual the elf plans to perform will drive my children mad. But there's a better solution if you're willing to listen to reason. Molag Bal is the real enemy here. Let me help you free my children from the Dark Lord's thrall. Then we both win. I can perform my own ritual. It will destroy the Harvest Heart and set my children free. Help me accomplish this, and my children will be in your debt. They will provide you with safe passage through the orchard and aid you against Molag Bal. A most wise and honorable decision. I'll follow you to the ritual sites. Protect me while I perform the ritual, and we will break Molag Bal's hold on my children. Defend me while I perform this portion of the ritual. Portion of the ritual is complete. Defend me while I perform this portion of the ritual. Thank you for assisting. This portion of the ritual is complete. Come talk to me. I must explain your role in the next stage of the ritual. The time has come to perform the ritual and destroy the Harvest Heart. My children yearn to be free, the black blood flowing. Find the Lord.
The Harvest Heart is destroyed!
The Harvest Heart has been most certainly.
Another successful mission, but we're not finished yet.
Here comes the champion,
Mortals
just
are
in time,
don't
as
have time for
always.
your
amusing.
games.
I offer information, aid for your quest, and you shun me.
You expect us to trust a creature of the plains? Ridiculous!
A mare as arrogant as a kin. How delightful. I do so love watching egotistical braggarts stumble. I may allow you to reconsider and accept my offer. Of course, I may not. I haven't decided yet.
You there! Find out where that creature is lurking. I want her watched.
We have come so far, but we have leagues to go before this business is concluded. We must push forward. We must find a way through the walls of the fortified city that looms ahead of us. A Dremora army guards the walls of the... Time is not on our side.
That pompous mage told me to keep an eye on her, and that's just what I'm doing. But I have the distinct feeling that I amuse her. I'm not sure how I feel about that. We left the province of Usual a long time ago, but that Dremora's got something planned, that's for sure. If I had to guess, I'd say it has something to do with vengeance. In my experience, it always has something to do with vengeance. Well, I wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her, but I don't think that has anything to do with us. At least not directly. My gut says she won't stab us in the back. She's definitely a look-you-in-the-eyes kind of stabber. I can admire that.
Ah, little mortal. While it might be entertaining to watch you bumble about the Citadel, I would much rather just see you get about your business. I'm sure that whatever you have planned will ultimately work in my favor. Right to the point? How distressful. Oh, very well. You seek a way into the Citadel, one that won't attract any undue notice. As it happens, I know just the thing. If you follow the east wall, you'll find a breach that leads inside. Never look a gift Daedroth in the maw, little mortal. I offer information, nothing more. The warded building you seek is near the main gate. The kin will try to stop you. If they don't succeed, we will speak again.
I'll let the others know that you've got a way in.
And so, the little mortal, once more into the breach. I believe the Ayleid King wants you to find a hidden key. Hurry. I think your friends have already made it into the sealed hall. How amusing. The little mortal suspects a trap. You are wise to fear the duplicity of Dremora, but I assure you that you are safe enough. Illusions hide this area from the kin. Just a little trick I recently picked up. Technically, I am helping you, not them. But this constant desire to know the why of things grows tiresome. I don't want to confuse you. Just know that I have a debt to settle. As long as helping you advances my goal, I will continue to do so. The look on your face. How precious. You are dismayed.
Why should this truth upset you? You benefit from my assistance, just as I benefit from yours. Patience, little mortal, you shall see. Now off with you. Nothing will come of us standing.
I knew you'd be able to deactivate the wards. The Fighters Guild troops have already begun our two-pronged attack. The fighters will draw the attention of the Dremora.
I stepped out for a moment, dispatched a dozen Dremora, and then popped back in. I just wanted to make sure I had the opportunity to see you off. Well, off with you then. So long. Toodaloo. Don't forget to write. Ta-ta. Cheerio.
Coming through the gates again. We've got to stop them.
again, my fearless friend! Well done! With the Dremora caught between my powerful mages and King Dinar's relentless fighters, they won't know which way to turn. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild will complete the conquest of the Citadel. But we need someone to storm the Pyramid stronghold and deal with the leader of this installation, Vulcanaz Ceres. That someone, my friend, is you. Your common vernacular aside, that is indeed the critical task. Vulcanaz Ceres has a key to the labyrinth. Eliminating the Vulcanaz and obtaining that key are critical components to our success here.
Of Xarxus, what is that thing? Make it go away! Make it go away!
I wonder what Aurelian would say if he knew I was this close to a Dremora. But to be completely honest with you, she makes me a little nervous. Absolutely, and I'll be right by your side. Assuming that Dremora is telling the truth and really opens the way for us. She appears to want to help, but I don't entirely trust her.
Exciting, eh? Beasties with wings and angry Vulcanaz. You even managed to befriend a Dremora. Clever, that. I made friends with a Dremora once. We had some grand adventures, right until she tried to cut out my lungs. Oh, those were good times. Well, not just fun and games. There's excitement and bloodshed, too. Your Dremora lady friend says she can open the door to the pyramid, but she requires Daedric blood or some such. I'm afraid I'm fresh out of it.
Only those of Daedric blood may enter the pyramid, little mortal.
I told you that you'd need my help. A Daedric ritual locks this door, and only a willing offering of kin blood. That I cannot do, little mortal.
Jode's bones! What is that thing?
In the darkness. Even though the blade that banished him was not in my hand, his end was my doing. You have been a most useful weapon, little mortal. Take the labyrinth key. With my thanks.
These louts better be ready for the battle of their miserable lives, because they haven't seen anything yet.
I hope you brought the key. We're ready to make the final push. How odd that the Dremora aided us against...
Got plenty of goods fresh off the junk pile. The clitter-clatter.
I hope you... How? Our forces have... Well done! We want you to...
The Fighters Guild is ready. We're prepared to follow you into the very... Of course. We've already... You need to be able...
The Mages Guild stands ready to do our part for this. Molag Bal. Me? After you disable the...
About time you got over here, old chum. Exercise is all well and good, but if I keep this up much longer, I'll be useless in the actual battle. A quest? How marvellous! I shall march by your side into the darkest depths of foul iniquity, our weapons aloft and aglow with the fires of eternal righteousness. You honor me this day, my friend. My sword is yours, my boon companion. Together, we will protect the beautiful realm of Coldharbour, and perhaps even save that ugly rat hole you call home. Feet!
Have you selected a companion?
Very well.
Our forces are gathered, and the time has come to strike fast and strike hard. Time is not on our side, so we must make every moment count. Troops are already inside, fighting and holding ground. causing a distraction so that you can deal with Molag Bal's ability to call reinforcements. For the initial assault, Cadwell will assist you. Don't be fooled by his bizarre antics, for his heart is full of courage and honor. Close the reinforcement portal. That is your first priority. Gabrielle and her forces will join you then for the push to the labyrinth. Once the labyrinth is opened, you must make your way through Molag Bal's personal sanctum and find the portal to the planar vortex. That is your ultimate objective. If we are to end the plane meld, we must disrupt the planar vortex and cease its destructive storm. Take your brave companion and venture forth. Close the reinforcement portal so that our forces can wage war on the Daedric Prince. Then open the labyrinth and lead us to the planar vortex. Our destiny is in your hands.
Crystal chap, one last leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course, but how likely is that?
I've little time.
People say variety. last crystal, chap. One last leap into the fire. Unless we survive, of course. But how likely is that? Ah, another beautiful creature has fallen under Moloch Ball's spell of evil.
No
We
longer
must set him
shall the
free.
forces of darkness be only used for evil. We stand by you, champion.
Another victory! I'm going to run out of room on my scabbard. Where will I mark my kills?
As soon as I sensed that you sealed Moloch Baal's portal, I figured it was safe enough to follow you. Now that we don't have to worry about overwhelming hordes of reinforcements, we're sending in the main assault force. While they keep Moloch Baal's minions busy, you need to navigate the labyrinth and find the portal to the plein air vortex. Of course not. Even I am not so foolish as to enter Moloch Baal's inner sanctum myself. Gabrielle and her mages will accompany you inside. Oh, you'll know the source of our world's destruction when you see it. Just find a way through the labyrinth, and try not to let the deadly traps and horrible monsters kill you. Now go, and good luck. Don't lose hope.
This room is so big. I never expected the prince to be much of a reader. But all these books, imagine the wealth of knowledge they contain. I could spend years in here. If we didn't have more important matters to deal with, I mean. We can't get out of this room. The door on the other side won't budge, and we haven't been able to figure out the mechanism yet. Search around the room, I guess. Who knows? You might find something useful among the dark tomes and old fables about lusty Argonians. But I've never seen a mechanism like this before. It's rather fascinating.
Headed for some rugged.
A one-way door. Looks like we can only go forward from here. I hope the others are all right. I can't imagine we have too much farther to go. We just need to cross this region, and we'll find the planar vortex in no time. Stick close to me. There's probably something waiting in here that wants to kill us. To be a way to get out of here. Wait a moment. Something bad is about to happen. Sometimes I hate it when I'm right. Here they come. Find a way out of here. I need to get this door open. Hold them off while I work on this. Let's go!
I knew I'd find them here. Interesting. I've never been to this area before, but it's breathtaking.
Cadwell, your mastery of portals does you proud! Cadwell takes some getting used to, I must admit. But he really is an amazing fellow. Wait a moment. What happened? Where's the rest of your team? Well, the others will have to fend for themselves for the time being. I'll send Cadwell to find them shortly. Things are looking grim outside, by the way. We've lost many fine men and women already, and the battle is far from over. Even without his portal, Molag Bal has the ability to throw an unlimited number of forces at us. We're holding our own, but just barely. Winning isn't our goal, though. We just need to survive long enough for someone to reach the planar vortex. The portal that leads to the planar vortex is just around the bend. Molag Bal won't simply let you walk up to it, though. He's going to do everything he can to stop you. I'll provide what help I can, and as usual, it will be considerable. Now go!
Forgot our promise, did you? Shadow Walkers, attack!
done well, my child. You have performed better than I expected. Even in the face of unrelenting danger and the worst horrors Oblivion has to offer. I am impressed. Like you, I have come to finish this. Thanks to the efforts of your army, you have gotten this far without drawing the gaze of Molag Bal. I use a similar distraction to travel through this disagreeable realm unmolested. Keep working on it. You will solve the riddle eventually. There is more to do if you wish to save your world. To halt the plane meld, you must enter the eye of the storm. The planar vortex can only be disrupted from the inside. I have been with you every step of the way. I provided a safe haven in Coldharbour. I gave you knowledge of the lights of Meridia. I needed a surrogate to act in my stead. I dared not risk exposing my true nature to the Dark Prince. Used you? Of course I used you. But you knew what was at stake from the beginning, and did what was necessary to save your world. Every choice you made was your own. As it happens, your choices suited my own ends. You must enter the planar vortex, the interstices of space and time, where Nirn and Coldharbour churn and meld. Destroy the dark anchors within. Unleash the power of a light of Meridia at the focal point of the plane meld, and disrupt the vortex. The life of one insignificant mortal to save an entire world? It is a small sacrifice. If you succeed, the brilliance of the unleashed light will consume the vortex and sever the plane meld. Nirn will be saved. Ask your questions, but know that time is growing short. You cannot hope to succeed without the support of your allies. I will summon those who still live and draw them into the vortex with us. The light of Meridia cleanses and purifies. There is nothing to fear from its brilliant embrace. Is greater in this between place. stronger chains than that to stop me. Come. You seem surprised, mortal. Did you not suspect my true identity? I did not pretend, mortal. I am the groundskeeper. I merely hid the fact that I am also a Daedric prince. My plans have been long in the making. Had I revealed myself too soon, I could have jeopardized everything. Do not presume to question my motives. Suffice it to say, I required mortal assistance to destroy the vortex and halt the plane meld. You mortals only see life as precious because it ends. Take it from a god. You'll never know how fortunate you are. Your allies have arrived. Speak to them before we continue.
I thought for sure we were done with all this. I followed the others through the portal, and now look what I've gotten involved with. This looks like the end of the world. As I said, I thought we were finished. I figured that Varnis opened a portal to send us back home. Imagine my consternation and surprise when I realized where we actually were. I think not. I may not be a mighty warrior or a powerful mage, but I am a genius and a master tinkerer. I know I can help, and my sister Kirith as well. Perhaps we can stay right here and guard our flank. Yes, I think that's what we'll do.
Did I hear that right? We're going to blow the vortex apart. Great. But how do we get out of here once the light explodes? Please tell me you have an idea. That's not an idea. We're just going to plant a magical explosive and hope for the best. I thought my brother Raynor's ideas were bad. I'm not sure I can take much more of this. People are dying. I've lost friends, people I looked up to. I can't lose Raynor too. There has to be another way.
I will certainly not leave. I'm no coward.
Raynor, grab your gadgets. We're making sure not one creature comes through that damn gate. You're a real bastard, you know that? Good luck in there.
I imagined that this was going to be a grand adventure, but I never pictured the horror of all this. So many of our friends and companions have died, and this damn vortex still threatens our world. I think it's time we shut it down. Permanently. Damn right I'm determined. And more than a little irritated at all this. Come on, hero. Let's show Molag Bal how it's done. Then I can get back to the ordinary craziness I usually get to deal with. I think we can. I hope we can. All I know is we've come too far to give up now. I just worry that we still have a lot of fight left to go. I think more of us are going to die before this is all over.
Most people dream of lusty Argonians or delectable dishes, but not old Darien. Oh no, I dream about planar vortexes and blinding lights of Meridia. How is that possible? And why do I keep asking questions that no one can answer? Why waste words when I can simply show you? Look around. I've been dreaming about this place since I was a young boy. Seeing it live and in person, that's a bit unnerving. Why couldn't this be that other dream I regularly have? With a blinding light, brighter than any I've ever seen. Then I'm in a room where everything's illuminated, as if the world itself is made of light. I'm alone. And then I wake up. It's always the same. And I'll soon wake up in a really bright room, too hungover to remember what I did, I hope. But that's not likely, is it? I'm alive, which is more than I can say for a lot of the soldiers out there. I keep thinking that if I would have stayed back, I could have changed things. I know how war works, though. Someone, somewhere is always going to die. I've made it this far. I don't have any intention of giving up just yet. I need to see how this dream really ends.
If we had known all this was happening, maybe my people could have stopped it. Valenwood is part of Nirn, after all. That's probably just wishful thinking. I've spent my life hiding in a dark forest. I've never seen the sky over Valenwood, or felt real rainwater on my skin. Molag Bal lied to us, and I'll never forgive him for that. I'm proud to be a part of all this. It's better to die fighting for what you believe in, than to die fat and content. I read that in a book. It wasn't a good book, but the phrase stuck with me. And I believe it too. You showed me that there was more to life than that dark forest. You gave me hope. For that, I'll fight at your side till this ends, one way or another. We'll adjust to our true home again in time. For many of us, it will be the first time we get to see our homeland. That will be an exciting day.
I always wanted to see a planar vortex up close and personal. Isn't that sky spectacular? Wait, what are we doing here again? Of course! Our epic quest. It must have slipped my mind. I've been on so many of these adventures, you know. After a while, they tend to blend together, kind of like these two realms are doing. Oh, sorry, old chap. That's a bad thing, right? Yes, I knew that. Terrible getting your dismal world into the wondrous vistas of Coldharbour, like dipping bread in honey. Frightfully repulsive. Still, I believe this might just be my best quest yet. Well, that'd just be disgusting, wouldn't it? You know where honey comes from? It's regurgitated flower nectar. Oh, very well. I accept your challenge. Now, let's go and finish this so that I can taste your bitter poison. Concerned about what? We're heroes, my boon companion, and heroes always win. Let that be a lesson to you. Now, let's go and stop the plane meld.
Meridia and Molag Bal have always hated each other with a fiery passion, but that hatred has cost so many of our lives. I have a notion to show them both why Vanis Galarian's power should be feared. Chances? I don't believe in luck or fortune. We'll win this day with blood and magic, or we'll die trying. I won't lie to you. I doubt we can win this fight, but that doesn't mean we won't try. No, we can't. But we're not the chosen ones. We're not heroes of destiny fated to succeed. We're simply soldiers, brothers and sisters fighting for what they care about. We're united and that makes us strong. That's what's important here. Remember who you're talking to, champion, but you're right. Know that these people trust you. They'll follow you till the end of the world, and I guess they have. Don't let them down. Their faith is a burden you have to bear. The same thing that happens to everybody. The world ends and everyone dies. And that's the best scenario. More likely, they'll all become soul-shriven slaves in Coldharbour. No, we can't. But we're not the chosen ones. We're not heroes of destiny fated to succeed. We're simply soldiers, brothers and sisters fighting for what they care about. We're united and that makes us strong. That's what's important here. It's good to know your faith hasn't wavered. These men and women follow you. They face death itself to fight at your side. They will stand with you until the end. Don't disappoint them.
I thought the battle behind us was dreadful, but this place, it boggles the mind. Still, we've made it this far. Victory is within our grasp, especially now that the Radiant Lady stands with us. I've seen the rise and fall of my people. Yet I stand before you, the last of my kind. I am the last Ayleid. But I am proud to call you my friend. Cruel tyrants and conquerors, who believed ourselves better than the other races of Nirn. When the lesser races decided we were the enemy and united against us, our downfall was all but guaranteed. We were too stubborn to see where we were wrong. That is a reason I am the last king of the Ayleids. I stood alongside the younger races, aided them. I believed in what they fought for. I was there when the power of High Rock switched from the Alessians to the Dareni.
Speak to your friends, for these moments may be their last. But do not tarry too long. Time is fleeting, and each moment is a thief that steals far more than it brings. The Lord of Brutality uses dark anchors to bind this vortex. We must destroy all three before the power of Meridia's light is unleashed. Otherwise, the resulting backlash could destroy Nirn as surely as the plane meld would. Meridia's light must be unleashed at the focal point of the vortex. We will need to locate that focal point. Again, I remind you that this will be your last opportunity to speak to your allies before the final battle begins. When you are ready, let me know. So it begins. Destroy the remaining anchors. I shall begin searching for the focal point of the vortex. The chains bind both planes. We cannot use the light until those chains are destroyed. Go quickly.
Let me see what components I have left. I should be able to cobble something together to slow a giant monster down.
We have to hurry. Molag Bal knows we're here.
I grow weary of your games, Meridia.
Go, warriors of light. These dark chains must...
You cannot stop me, Meridia. This realm will be mine.
Sure these anchors are destroyed. You have to keep moving. Place the light and disrupt this vortex.
I'm sticking with her, my friend. Gabrielle and me, we've been through a lot. I'm not going to leave her alone.
No one else dies today. That's an order. Come on, let's go set the light in place.
The light approaches. It brightens the shadows. It attempts to break the darkness.
But the darkness is strong. Our Father, our God, He is the darkness. He shall repel the light approaches. He will consume the light. He will tear it apart. He will destroy it. He will...
Our Father has spoken. He wishes us to challenge you, and you alone.
You believe that light can destroy my playfield? Your prince thinks I would allow this? She is more foolish than I thought. Oh, how sad. You were drafted into a war you could never win. My counsel shall destroy you. I shall enjoy watching the hero die. Most curious. This light powers you somehow. Meridia, where are you hiding?
Fetching those who would stand against.
I tire of this game. Now you shall die.
Get behind my shield.
Did you think it would be that easy? My minions will tear you apart.
Gabrielle! Focus all your energy into this! We can't let up!
I'm doing my best!
We'll take care of our new guests.
Remember it.
You must hurry. My shield can't withstand much more of this.
Almost! There!
I can feel it, Honest. We can beat this. We can. Darian, behind you!
Have no fear, beautiful Gabrielle. I have this under control.
The light is ready. Quickly, release it. The planar vortex is destroyed. Molag Bal's plane meld is at an end. You are mortal. You began to die the moment you were born. You are not fully dead. Not yet. Your song has only just begun, and many verses still lay before you. Do you not see how singular you are? How remarkable? You entered the realm of a Daedric prince, gathered an army strong enough to fight his legions, and saved your mortal world. You are a valuable asset, mortal. You will be of great use to us. For the nonce, we require nothing. But the Dark Princes have taken notice of you, and they have plans, and plans within plans. Prepare yourself, and be ready when Oblivion calls. Those present when you shattered the light were under my protection. They gather in the room beneath us, saying their farewells. Those who were not a part of the final battle, I cannot say. The Ayleid king suffered grievous wounds. He is near death, but he has not passed yet.
My time has finally come, it seems. My time has finally come, it seems. I have lived far longer than any of my people. Finally, I will be. Meridia's shield protected the others. Darian and I were outside the shield, dealing with Molag Bal's damn portals. I watched as light filled your body. You were a beacon, and the last thing I will ever see. Darkness fills my eyes. As the light erupted around me, someone pushed me closer to Meridia's shield. It was too late to save me, but it did bring me here. My fate doesn't matter. I'm gladdened by the thought that Nern is safe. Then I shall rest well, knowing my final day, the final day of the Ayleid people, was spent saving Nern from the clutches of Molag Bal. And I want you to have this. A gift from my people to the hero of Nern. To honor you and those who fell beside me in this great battle. Thank you. May the spirits guide me on my